Welcome. My name is Swarna. I work at Global School Leaders, an organization focused on the professional development of school leaders like yourself in different countries around the world. Thank you for watching these videos in our leadership and management series. We hope you found it helpful to learn how to conduct general and classroom walkthroughs of your school. In this video, we will talk about how to put this new knowledge into practice and make it a part of your regular school routine. If this is your first time doing walkthroughs, we recommend starting with a general walkthrough first. Some of you, however, might already be doing something like this in your school. In that case, you can use this as an opportunity to reflect on how to improve your current process. The advantage of using a routine like walkthroughs is that we can define and change the purpose of each visit. This makes it an excellent support structure to focus on and track the progress of any priority. For example, we could focus 1 week on classroom walkthroughs, the next one on school facilities, the next one on cleanliness, and so on. Each time we step out, we can determine the purpose beforehand. Walkthroughs are helpful not only for checking on things, but they also help maintain a high standard of teaching and learning in our school. We can use regular classroom walkthroughs to do short, focused observations, followed up by quick feedback conversation that help teachers improve their practice. We recommend blocking time on the calendar for doing walkthroughs every week. It can be on a physical calendar in your office or even a reminder on the phone. The important thing is that we are able to treat it like any other appointment that we have to show up for and cannot afford to miss. Now, as we begin to think about building our practice, there are 3 important things to keep in mind: purpose, recording, and feedback. Let's look at these in more detail using a simple organizer that will be available to download at the end of this video. The first thing to do is to define our purpose. Why are we doing this? Where do we want to go today? And what are we looking for? Once we have decided, we can put down the areas in the schools or classroom we would like to visit. Next, we need to record and document our walkthrough. Take notes on things we are observing. Remember that we are looking for things that are working well as the ones that can be improved. This is a simple way to ensure that we have useful feedback to share in our follow-up conversations. And the last thing to do is to schedule the follow-up conversation so we can share our thoughts and feedback with relevant people. So once we are back in our office, we can look at our notes, finalize our feedback, and schedule the follow-up conversation. We can have these conversations either during the recess or after dispersal. The important thing is to try and close the loop on the same day while everything is still fresh in our mind. This is just one example of how we can organize our notes. You can come up with your own organizer and take notes on it. So here we go. Purpose, recording, and feedback. That's a complete walkthrough cycle. We hope you are now ready to go out there and conduct walkthroughs. Remember to tell your staff what this routine is about before you begin. We don't want our staff to be taken by surprise. You can also ask someone to accompany you on the day of the walkthrough, depending on the purpose. So this brings us to the end. To complete this module, do a general walkthrough of your school and share your notes with us. You can also share your ideas and reflection in the GSL community group. We look forward to hearing about your experience. Thank you for watching.